I decided to spend next 10 hours learning Soldier to prove that he is absolutely broken, especially paired up with Mercy Pocket. Results were amazing. Let's take a look at them hour by hour. Before we start the challenge, let's take a look at my baseline to see where I'm starting from. I have about 210 hours in Overwatch 2, I almost did not play Overwatch 1, and I like aim training. I've spent more than 300 hours in Kovacs and aim labs, and if you can compare aim trainers to Overwatch, I am top 500 in aim trainers. I'm a Voltaic master, if you're familiar with that, and I already knew that my aim is gonna be great. It's just a matter of game sense and coordinating with a team. Let's see how much I was able to improve and how well I did. After hundreds of hours of playing the characters that don't need aim or not a hit scan, I'm finally playing a hit scan. I've been aim training for so long, I've been so dedicated, I've been improving myself in that regard for so long just to play Torbjorn and place a turret, seriously. But now finally I have decided that enough of this and I'm gonna play Soldier. Throughout the whole 10-hour challenges, I was lucky enough to find very good Mercy Pocket players that would support me with my very hard journey, and honestly this first game is a great representation of that. I quite literally broke my back trying to carry 3 of my teammates on it. Sadly, it did not go well. In terms of my aiming abilities, I mean, I'm constantly playing the game, so I had no problems with like aiming. My tracking would be a lot more crisp if I would spend more time on hit scans, but I'm playing Mei and I'm playing Torbjorn, yeah, and then I'm playing like Ramatra. Anyways, I like right from the start I knew that this character is absolutely busted in ranked, especially in like Diamond Masters lobbies, and you can have so much fun with it, especially with a good Mercy Pocket that's like staying with you, that playing 3+2. Obviously there are some limitations to that like strategy and model, but yeah, my Mercy Pocket, oh my god, she was actually absolutely great. Mwah. I've spent majority of time with this particular lady as my Mercy Pocket, and I could not, wow, she was amazing, she was actually great. In terms of the gameplay, we went 3-3 and went to overtime. I don't know, right from the start, right from the first game of hour 1, it was so clean. I'm talking about my aim, obviously. I felt so confident. I'm like, yo, I'm just so much better than these people. And these are my final stats. Guess what? We lost. Hour 2, I am a lot more confident with my aim. It's safe to say that it's a lot cleaner than it was before. I've warmed up and ready to slay my opponents. Unfortunately, this game is not like a CSGO, because you have shields and stuff, but every single time that there was an opportunity to get a kill, when there is a person out of position, I capitalized on it, and it felt really good. I was afraid that my aim is gonna be so much worse, simply because I was playing characters that don't need aim, and no, it's still there. Muscle memory is still there. I have not lost anything, yet I have not gained anything, so I would suspect that if I would have spent 200 hours strictly playing hit scan characters only, my aim would be a lot better than that. Yet the stats are amazing. I'm looking at my clips and they are really awesome. Like, there is nothing wrong about my aim. I'm just missing like a few shots here and there that are leading to me not getting a kill sometimes, but that's just second hour of playing hit scan after a long break. I'm feeling very confident. We have spoken with my partner Mercy Pocket, and she's been strictly going for me letting my second heal get or take care of the tank and the second DPS. So we are pretty much playing 3+2, and this is actually great. I am feeling more confident. I can kill opponents way faster. I can actually secure kills, because when you are soldier alone, that's 1. When you are with Mercy Pocket, that's 1 + 1 = 3. Sadly, on the 3-hour mark, I came into realization that it does not matter how well you perform if your team is holding you back. Just like with a bucket of crabs, where if you wanna get out of the bucket, there are definitely gonna be crabs that will bring you down, so you stay with them. I'm certainly not blaming my teammates. I'm certainly not getting rid of the full responsibility I have for the games I play. I strictly believe that it's in my hands to win as many games as possible, but sometimes maybe because I played OTP only, I had no chance of winning, maybe because of different other circumstances, but there are some games that like you just cannot win no matter how much you try. Because every single teammate is 20%, right? And if you're doing 30 and your teammate is doing 10, that's not 40. I'm afraid that's not 40. That's not how it works in Overwatch. Still, I was able to carry this game on my back with my beautiful Mercy Pocket help. That was definitely a hell of a challenge for me to do that. Bro, this guy Tracer was so bad, I killed him. This guy Tracer was so bad. He looks him like that, and we went for 1-1. Unfortunately, my second DPS is like, he's just not there. He's not cooking. He's not cooking, let's be real. Yet we are going for a third map here, and after getting some cheeky shots onto the Cass, and then a beautiful helix onto this Hanzo, and then I spawn camped him again. Whoo! This is amazing. Another thing I wanted to speak about is the importance of taking off angles, especially when you are with your Mercy. Don't be afraid to play 3+2. It's not your Mercy's responsibility to heal your team. If she is doing that, she is playing wrong. Take off angles, flank enemies, get Ws. After 300 hours of aim trainers, it's safe to say that they have helped me a lot in terms of my eye-hand coordination as well as mouse control, but that's it. If you want to learn recoil on Soldier, you go and play Soldier. If you want to learn how to use abilities on Soldier, you go and play Soldier. There are no scenarios in Kovacs like that. There are no scenarios in aim labs like that. So should you be aim training? I feel like you should be aim training if you think that your aim is horrible and you need to get better at it. But if you are decent at aiming, I feel like focusing on mechanics will give you a lot more in terms of game sense, in terms of understanding of positions, matchups, characters. Aim trainers will not tell you that. Hour 4, I feel like I am very, very clean. I like that I'm going for opportunities that I can like confidently benefit from. Yeah, and get a W here. I am very, very careful with my approach. If I see that the team fight is lost, I'm just going back. There is no need to die. You should always value your life first, not feed ultimate charge and get the W at the end. Beautiful nano Visor, such a broken ability to get the W in this match. Nice. Interesting dynamics that I've noticed when I was playing with the Mercy Pocket, especially with a correct one, when you are literally staying on one person, almost not paying attention to other people, is the fact that you really need to have a very solid second support to get enough healing for the tank and second DPS. Simply because if you are going Lucio, Mercy, that's gonna be a huge L. You will lose the game, you will fail miserably. If you are going Moira, Mercy, you will also not have enough heals for the team. So the best supports are definitely Ana as well as Kiriko. Baptiste can also work, but Baptiste is just the worst Kiriko, it feels like, right? Lamp being a cleanse and everything. Hour 5, the games are a lot harder than they were before. It feels like the game is like, yo, Chris, what about we get your hidden MMR a little bit higher than it was before? For example, my Hanzo player was a GM 5 on support, which is obviously like says something about his skill level, yet he absolutely miserably failed to win the game for us. I was trying my absolute hardest in this game, breaking my back, trying to carry teammates. And we were doing okay. My tank was actually very, very adequate. It's just the fact that the Hanzo was not hitting enough shots to get the W here. Beautiful outplays. I took a lot of 1v1 duels and won them, and this was very, very beneficial for us. Unfortunately, I'm just so flabbergasted. I'm like, how are we losing this game? How? And then I pressed tab and understood everything. I remember this hour 6 game was particularly hard, simply because it felt like a mid-masters lobby where everyone knew what they were doing, especially considering the fact that this is a push map and it tends to be very chaotic at times, right? So we were going for some beautiful shots here onto the Baptiste, absolutely one-tapping him. And this Orisa kind of made a mistake here. He thought he's gonna be really cool and push us, but Mei is absolutely counters Orisa, like, to the core. This Tracer unfortunately was able to escape, but I think we caught her lacking later on in the game. We were losing quite a lot, and we had to come back from 87 meters, which is like almost a lost game. Beautiful grab here by our Zarya that led us to take like 40-50 meters without contest because they have lost the team fight. This is actually a very bad habit. I did not understand why he was doing that. He wasted like 2 pulse bombs for free just like at the end of the team fight, knowing that we have a Mercy. Very bad. You should not do that. This is like a low effort pulse bomb. You should not play Tracer when you're in a mental state like that, when you're like, I don't care. Right? And this is another thing I wanted to talk about, is that you really want to play when you feel like it. Because most of the time, I know people that are queuing the games after a big lose streak, they're queuing the games after something bad happened in their life, and they're just trying to cope, they're just trying to, like, escape the reality, dodge the situation in real life instead of, like, fixing it. I feel like the correct mentality should be is just to play when you are like mentally ready to play, right? And if you feel like there is a brain fog hitting you and stuff, just stop, do something else, stretch, work out, go for a walk. There are many things that are so much better than playing Overwatch. This is a beautiful moment. My Zarya just bubbled the pulse bomb. Holy. And then this guy's like, I'm gonna jump. And the final fight of this game, a beautiful window and tack Visor to get the W here. And we got the Mei in the end. And there was Sigma pushing the payload, thinking that we're gonna see 9. We're gonna see 9 points. And this is the final score. This was one of my best games when it comes to team play and communicating with players. This Reinhardt player was exceptionally good with like saying what he wants to do, and we were just absolutely rolling our opponents. I entered the flow state of hyper focus where you don't see anything but your crosshair. We were absolutely cooking them, and you can actually see that. Woo! Jesus Christ, that was actually great. And then I cancelled the Mercy res. We dodged the Diva bomb. I got the Cass here. Jesus Christ. I feel like Soldier is just better than Cassidy in this current meta, especially with the Mercy pocket, simply because of your mobility and ability to get better results from your ultimate, as well as just it feels like I have higher DPS on Soldier. I'm definitely gonna do Ashe next as a hit scan. It feels like Ashe is just better than Cassidy as well. Also, there is Widowmaker and Tracer coming up in my 10-hour challenge, as well as I'm gonna do Diva in the future. I'm definitely gonna do, who else I'm gonna do? Lucio, Reinhardt, many plans. I already have a few like hours of gameplay recorded on some of those characters, but yeah, we were just absolutely blasting through them, and this was a beautiful moment. I'm like, am I useful? And yeah, absolutely. My Reinhardt is like coaching us, telling us to go high ground, and a beautiful Junkrat tire at the end to get the W here. Nice. Our raid game was a complete cooking show. I felt very confident with my ability to give opponents 1 versus 1. I was playing a very favorable matchup against Bastion, against Moira, against Sigma. They are all pretty weak when it comes to dealing with Soldier, especially when Soldier is getting Mercy pocketed. I felt that my right clicks were a lot cleaner. I felt that my aim was just so much better, and it actually showed in stats. I usually had more than 50% accuracy and more than 10% critical hit rate, which is absolutely amazing when it comes to like getting a lot of value and good DPS. Like, look at that kill on Moira. Holy, I don't think I would be able to get it in at hour 1. And then I got the kill on Zen, and then I got the kill on this guy, and then I got the kill on this guy, and I'm like, holy dude, what is that? Like, are you kidding me? That was actually insane. That was actually insane. I had to play with a different Moira pocket this time. This girl Euphoria was absolutely amazing as well. She's got level 4 endorsement, like playing ranked. How? I usually have 2 and 3 sometimes when I'm playing like good characters, right? And then I play something bad and it drops to 2. Nonetheless, this particular point shows the importance of taking a high ground. I was so lost and confused. Like, why are we losing this game? Well, when I have like 2 times more DPS than their DPS, because I was trying to def Reaper like in a close quarters, and then I just stood on the high ground and absolutely destroyed them. They could not do anything. They played Reaper Junkrat. What do you do against like me on the high ground? Like, look at that Moira. He was just so lost. He was so confused. Ain't no way this guy is gonna do anything against me. And then we get the kill on the Junkrat. This guy fell. I got the kill here. Woo! Like, I'm looking at my clips and my aim is so clean. My aim is so clean. It feels like I'm always playing with my ultimate on, you know? It's just amazing. Nice. Few hours left until the end of the challenge, and I absolutely loved every single second of it. This is exactly why I have material for other characters already, but decided to give Soldier the first priority. I absolutely love playing this character, and it definitely has some insane potential when it comes to ranked, especially if you can take a Pocket Mercy with you. I'm definitely gonna do more hit scans with Pocket Mercy in the future. I tried Echo, I tried Pharah, did not like both of them. It felt that they are exceptionally hard to play and very complex characters that requires a lot of knowledge, and 10 hours it feels like it's just not enough to win games and get a good win rate with them. All in all, if you compare my hour 1 to hour 10, I definitely improved, especially when it comes to right clicks, positioning. It's very, very important to take high grounds as a soldier where you can, and it's just gonna make your life a lot easier. Your aiming is gonna be a lot better simply because that's how it is. It's easier to aim from upside down, right? When it comes to like characters that counter soldier. Diva can be annoying sometimes. Reinhardt, simply because if you are not flanking, you are shooting the shield, but you can just flank, right? And then what else is there? It feels like soldier is just a really good character, very well-rounded, and there are not many counters that can actually ruin the game for you. It's not like you are playing Winston and the opponent's just taking Reaper after the first death and you're like, oh, okay, I see. Now I'm not gonna play the game. Thank you very much, Mr. DPS that's playing Reaper. I have not felt any of that on Soldier, yet there are so many characters that I can easily counter and who has such big hitbox that is just exceptionally easy to land shots on them. When it comes to Mercy Pocket, again, you really need a second good DPS. You really need that Ana or Kiriko, because if you will play with Lucio, your Mercy will not be able to pocket you, simply because she will have to heal other teammates. And this was a beautiful spawn camp right here. Opponents were just so tilted. One guy decided to say enough of this, and that was a W as well. Hour 10, and it's time to give my honest opinions and thoughts about the character, whether you should be playing it, is it worth it in the current meta? Yes, yes, and yes. The character is absolutely amazing and you should absolutely try it yourself. It feels like it is exceptionally strong. Even without the Mercy Pocket, you definitely can outplay and outdiff opponents, especially if you can aim really, really well. Do you need to aim train? Yes, you can. If you are a basketball player, going to the gym will do no harm. It will only strengthen your body and make it so you can perform on the basketball court a lot better. I have personally improved a lot. My tracking is a lot better than it was in hour 1. My right clicks are a lot better. I don't forget to press my healing pod every single time I feel like I am in danger. And this was actually one of the few games of 10 hours where I am not top damage, not only in my team as a like versus the tank or my second DPS, but overall in the lobby. And it was really interesting because as a Mercy player, I understand that you need to really appreciate the your teammates' aggression, right? Whoever is the most aggressive, you should go and pocket them. Like if that's not me, well, you should go for a second DPS. And my second DPS were absolutely amazing on Pharah. We were actually getting good value together. And this was exceptionally funny. This guy decided to get coalescence. Oh, the tracking is not there. I'm sorry guys, I was lying. My tracking is horrible. I'm only pinpointing the best moments. Look at that. Hey, no way, man. Hey, no way. Anyways, the challenge was absolutely amazing. I loved every single second of it, even though we lost quite a few games. Mercy Pocket is definitely a cool thing. I'm gonna definitely do more of the videos like that in the future. Let me know in the comment section if you have any questions regarding Soldier or just the game in general. You can also request the characters for 10-hour challenge. A few players requested Doomfist, a few players requested Reaper, but I feel like I'm going for Widow Tracer next, and then we will see. Maybe I'm gonna finish Lucio, maybe I'm gonna finish Junkrat, maybe I'm gonna finish Reinhardt plus Mei, maybe I'm gonna do something else. We'll see, we'll see. Maybe Genji is even gonna be on the list. Oh my god, I'm gonna throw so hard on the Genji. Oh no. Anyways, thank you very much for being there. Thank you very much for supporting the content. I love your comments. I read them all and try to reply to every single one of them. See you in the next one. Take care. Stay strong.